Salvador ending explained. Who murdered Milena? Does Salvador get justice? Salvador ending explained. When his neo-Nazi daughter is murdered, a confused Salvador finds himself searching for answers. However, the deeper he goes, the muddier things get. The series has 8 episodes, each with a runtime of around 50 minutes. The series opens with Salvador Aguirre finding his daughter, Milena, in the middle of a riot by a neo-Nazi group, White Souls. He is shocked, as they have not had any contact with one another for years due to his abandoning his family due to his alcoholism. However, now sober, he wants to desperately make amends, starting with him taking Milena away from the hate group. However, before he has the chance to do so, she is murdered in the hospital after getting injured in the riot, leaving him devastated and looking for answers. He goes to the police at first, who refuse to help him because of who Milena was associated with. Eventually, he decides to take matters into his own hands and infiltrates the White Souls, who give him a place to grieve and validate his feelings. In episode 7, we learn that Milena's murderer is none other than Mateo, someone who has grown up with Milena since childhood. He had an intense crush on her and pretended to be her friend, hoping to get sexual favors from her as a result of his kinness. However, she was too interested in him and rejected him, resulting in him murdering her. He is what one will call an incel. A select few in the White Souls knew the truth about the situation, as well as certain politicians who were running the group. However, they decide to keep everything under wraps so as to keep their agenda alive. Thankfully, Mateo is eventually picked up by Salvador and handed over to the police. Julia makes a deal with the police and gets her daughter back to make a new life for herself in exchange for turning a witness against the White Souls. She becomes close to Salvador as a result and accepts him as a father figure. After going through many ups and downs, she finally finds herself calm and collected and living the life that she has always wanted. Also read, Unfamiliar ending explained. Why were Merritt and Simon being hunted? Are they able to save themselves? Knowing the truth breaks Salvador, but he eventually gets justice by saving Mateo instead of giving in to his violent thoughts of revenge, proving that he is a good doctor who wants to only do good for everyone. Thanks to Julia, the White Souls too are disbanded for the time being as everyone is arrested, but it's clear that true justice is served, and the real perpetrators all get off scot-free, including the politicians. The series, thus, ends on a bittersweet note showcasing Salvador's acceptance that some wounds and mysteries don't always resolve neatly.